Listen, all music artists want to create compelling content for social media success. I mean, content is king. It's the name of the game, and you can't go without it. The problem is the content that you've been making, it kind of sucks, and it's not really creating the engagement with the fans you already have. So they're like, well, I could like it. Maybe I couldn't. Maybe I could. I don't know. And at the same time, it's also not attracting new fans. Right? So this is not a good place to be in right here, because now you're uncertain about what types of content to actually create. So while you can believe that the music is good and it should speak for itself, which is probably the content that you're already doing, you can't go about this thing thinking that there is no strategy for this content. I could just put the content up and it'll be good. No, there has to be a strategy for that. Once I realized that, I understood it, I said, oh, I got to break this down for you guys out here in the audience. So that's what we're going to talk about coming up right here on the Music Money Makeover show. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Music Money Makeover show. My name is Casey Graham. Let's hop right in. All right, so here's where we have to start. We got to start with showcasing your talent first. To start with, the artist must showcase their talent. This is about creating content that truly highlights your musical skills. This can be achieved through live performances, snippets of new music, or behind the scenes looks at your creative process. When you openly exhibit your talents, you begin to overcome the external problem of generating engagement on social media. I'm gonna come back to this in a minute. So as you see, the response to your skills, it helps ease the internal issue of self-doubt, building confidence in your abilities, and moreover, showcasing your talent first sets a strong foundation. Come on, well, that's my word on this channel here. Addressing the philosophical problem by proving that good talent presented well does attract attention and can generate a significant response. Some of you all may say, man, I'm a rapper who sings on auto-tune and it's out of tune. You know what I mean? Like, that's not really, you might not see it as talent, but if you showcase it as talent and you don't care about whatever others think of your creative process and they get to see it, there's some people that think you're super talented. You know what I mean? And they want to see that. First, you can't sell people on the story because they don't know how good you are. So you got to sell them on the talent first. That's why it's always talent first. That's why you see singers doing covers first. That's why you see them going to open first before you can get to the headliner spot. It always leads with talent. And as long as you come back to this on social media first before we jump into the other behind the scenes stuff, then this will set the foundation. That's what this was saying right here. So what was that sentence at? When you openly, right here, when you openly exhibit your talents, you begin to overcome the external problem of generating engagement on social media, because everybody wants to see something cool. This is a great way for you to gauge the talent that you have and possess and see if you can entertain people through the camera on social media. And if you can do that, then we can move further into the story aspect of things. All right, so let's go. In addition to showcasing your talent, it's essential to highlight your unique abilities. Yes, this is true. What sets you apart from other artists in your genre? You got to ask yourself that question. This might be a unique way you write songs, a distinctive style of playing an instrument, or a different approach to performing. Now, by focusing on what sets you apart, you address the external problems of distinguishing yourself from a sea of other artists. Okay? Now, it solves the internal issue by giving you a clearer sense of your unique place in the world. This step also addresses the philosophical problem by demonstrating that your unique abilities can intrigue and engage fans, at the same time making your music and your brand more memorable. So I'm just looking at this picture, but it reminds me of a guy named Mono Neon on social media. And I think I mentioned him before on the channel. But he's unique because he walks around wearing blankets, and you would think he could be the long lost member of Parliament Funkadelic. But I'm looking at this guitar player right here, and I see all these like stars and squiggly lines, right? If this was a black guitar, this would be a boring image, right? But then the unique aspect of this image is the star and the squiggly lines, the accents of green. So now what you want to do is figure out what makes me unique as a singer. Is it the tone of my vocal? Is it the style that I sing in? What is it? Is it the way that I rap? The way that I use my auto-tune on my rap? Is it the style of the production that I choose? What makes me unique? We're not even focusing on story right now. We're only focusing on talent, because I want you all to get this right here. So if you can figure out what makes your talent unique, then you begin to showcase that against just showcasing the talent in and of itself. Like some of you all know the female drummer Pocket Queen. Pocket Queen has a unique way of showcasing her talent. She stays in the pocket. That's why she's called Pocket Queen. She's not doing all the runs around the drums. And then she has a unique way where she showcases her talent by looking directly in the camera and doing everything and not moving her face. This is a unique way to display the ability, right? So it's like you have all these characteristics that you like to put in there, and that's what you can do to showcase your talent. I don't know much about her, but I do know her talent is dope. You get what I'm saying? So I'm engaged. Like I said in the last slide, the engagement, I'm engaged because the talent is dope. And if the consumer, the viewer has a chance to engage on the talent and we know you're dope, then adding the story element next is for the fans, and you're going to become even more, for lack of a better word, doper. Check this out. Showcasing your story second. Once you have established your talent, it's time to delve into your story. This isn't about sharing your bio. It really ain't. It's about providing insights into your journey, your inspirations, and the experiences that have shaped you as an artist. Pause for a second. This is what makes people who are fans of your talent fall in love with you, because once they find out what you resonate with and that they can resonate with you, this is when they go, oh man, I feel the same way too. And that's what you want them to do. So this content allows fans to feel a deeper connection with you, addressing the external problem of creating shareable, relatable content, because now you have all the content. We just went through the talent. Now we're going to showcase the reason behind the talent and the way you feel about it. So by sharing your story, you solve the internal problem of not knowing what content to create. Your story is a goldmine of potential content ideas, which means you don't have to go outside of yourself to do gimmicky things. This process also tackles the philosophical issue by showing that your personal stories aren't secondary, but integral to your brand, enriching the connection between you and your fans. And it could also be another lead in for new fans, right? So I'm a fan of La Russell's viewpoint of the independence aspect of his business. I don't know all of his music, but through his content, I've been able to become a fan of his because of his vocalizing opinions of being independent in the musical space. See what I'm saying? This is how a story can pull other people in. Now, showcasing your story's unique details. Here we go with the unique thing again. The final step is to highlight the unique details of your story. These are pivotal moments, challenges overcome, victories savored, right? And even the quirky aspects of your life that your fans would find fascinating. This strategy helps solve external problems by engaging fans on a deeper level, making your content more than just surface level entertainment. It also alleviates the internal issue by helping you see that every aspect of your journey, including the unique details, holds value. Moreover, it tackles the philosophical problem by proving that the unique details of your story, no matter how trivial they may seem, stop. Because a lot of you all say, I don't want to show that. That's insignificant. No, it's not. It's just content, bro. And people want to see this. So to prevent you from having to delve deep into your life like a reality story, a reality TV show, all you got to do is showcase the trivial moments. Hey, we got 1,000 streams. Thanks, y'all. Like, keep running it up. And you're encouraging your fans to share and support. All of this can add depth to the image. So right now, like this character right here, she has the image, but it's about what she says. Like, say if she says something very small and insignificant and trivial, it adds a hint, a sprinkle of characteristic in there, right? And that's what you need to keep people engaged. This stuff adds depth to your image and makes you more relatable to your audience. That's what we want. Now, this isn't a PR video, but that was our keyword. Can add depth to your image and make you more relatable to your audience. Public relations to the audience. The audience is the public, and you're trying to become relatable to them by being yourself. Public relations. That's it. Simple stuff. Stop making it complicated. Stop making it hard. Now, what if your story isn't interesting enough? Every journey has its ups and downs. Your authenticity and the way you tell it can make your story compelling. It's all about how you tell it. Like Outkast, the art of storytelling. It is what it is. The best storyteller wins on content. The best display of talent wins on that content too. You put 2 and 2 together, nobody can stop you. You're unstoppable at that point. And the only way you become unstoppable is you stop getting in your own way and go ahead and create that content no matter how big or how small it is. Is it necessary to share personal details with fans? Here we go. Sharing personal details isn't about revealing every aspect of your life. It's allowing your fans to connect with your journey and experience. That's all it is. Nobody said I was going to take you on a journey of, man, I had to fix my car. But if I want to share that, I can. But the journey is about me growing with my audience and elevating as an artist, eventually hitting more milestones and more milestones as an artist. And we want to focus on that story. And if you want to throw some personal details in there that really don't have anything to do with that story, you can, especially if they really affect that story. But all the other stuff, like I got to go see my mom and this and that and my cousins, you know what I'm saying? If you want to share that, cool, but you don't have to. It's not necessary. Talent and the story behind the talent. That's it. Now, what if my talent isn't as unique as others? Talent isn't just about being different. It's about how you use and present your skills. Your individual expression of your talent is what makes it unique. So a lot of this stuff is just really, you're holding your own self back. You're making it too complicated. You're getting in your own way. And you shouldn't do that, because if you want to succeed, you're going to have to get out of your own way, out of that ego, which protects you from moving forward, right? Ego can be good in certain instances, but you don't want it all the time if you're going to move forward. You got to move with the heart sometimes. Try it out. So you got to understand that both talent and story are necessary for successful social media content. Start by showcasing your skills, identify your unique abilities, share your journey, and highlight its unique details. Now, I'm going to get into this because we had a lot of fun today talking about, the content aspect of it. This is the fun, creative aspect of it. The next part of this is not the fun part unless you like making money, all right? And this is the foundation that will support all of the content planning and creation and ideas that we just had. Because ultimately, in this music business, everything falls back onto copyrights, and that is the sound recording copyright and the composition copyright, which is the work of the performing arts. And that's how we're making money through this content, by showcasing that. Well, how are we going to get all this money? I'll show you how. I've created a framework to establish your record label in a perfect 60-day sequence. This is something that you're going to need. So you're going to learn how to set up an LLC and a bank account flawlessly so we can get things moving. We can start to receive that money, and there's a lot more we can do with that. We're going to set up your records and your publishing division to collect your international and your domestic royalties directly yourself without the middleman taking 15%. And then on top of that, there are contract templates inside of this course that is going to really help you understand the game and how it's played, so you don't screw yourself by just going at it alone and saying, oh, I'll get a manager to help me and they'll do all the work for me. No, because now you're setting yourself up for a bend over the desk, and we don't want to do that. So all this stuff is covered right here: BMI, ASCAP, Sound Exchange, the MLC, Music Reports, the Harry Fox Agency, Illuminate, AllMusic, ISRC.com, music distributors, and much more. Click the link down below in the description. Everything is right beneath this video. So book a call with me either before or after you jump into the course. It doesn't make a difference. You got questions, I got answers. I want to help you develop a strategy to win. And then grab the free stuff below if this is your first time watching the channel. But here we go. Here's the light at the end of the tunnel. Increased engagement on social media, a plus, expanded fan base, enhanced artist-fan relationship, recognition in the music industry, more opportunities for collaborations and partnerships, potential for record deals and sponsorships. I'm not a record deal person, but if you want one, it's there. You know what I'm saying? You get all that through the content, simply because, no offense, but most people who work at record labels don't have a clue about how to create content. And a lot of people would vouch for me in the comment section on that comment. Ultimately, if you don't do this, slipping into darkness, that's you falling down, is limited growth in followers and engagement, which is where you already are. So you want to go up. Low recognition in the music industry, which is where nobody wants to be. And then missed opportunities due to a lack of visibility. All right. Nobody wants to be there, especially when it comes to content. This is why content is king. All right, music money makers, move over to this side and see the light on the other side of the tunnel. Ultimately, applying some of these methods allow you to strategically create your content. It allows you to not reveal so much about your personal life, and it allows you to actually grow your fan base even more because they're constantly engaged with what you're doing and you're constantly entertaining them between releases. And this is the ultimate goal. So music money makers, if you make music, you should always make money. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com, jump into the 60-day record label course, and everything's right down below. Book a call below, download the free stuff below, and I'll see you next time. Peace.